Hello, and welcome to Alexa Does Romance, where I tell you about a romance book I read. The book I'm going to tell you about today made it onto my read twice in 2021 list, and that is Lukas by Carian Cole. It's so great. So this is the third book in the Ashes and Embers series, but you can read this as a standalone, and each one of the books in the series is about a different member of the band Ashes and Embers. Highly recommend the whole series. Every book is so different, and it's so good. I'm sure they'll pop up again. So basically the story is about Lukas and Ivy. And Lukas is a 24-year-old tattoo artist and musician, and he owns his own tattoo studio, and he's also an artist in general. He does like amazing drawings and all sorts of stuff. And then he also plays violin in the band sometimes with his family members of Ashes and Embers. Isn't that cool? I think it's really cool. So Lukas might be 24, but he definitely has an old soul. He's very romantic. Like, he really is tired of dating and being with, flighty girls, and just kind of like really wants to like settle down, find true love, and really just give it his all and really find his soulmate. So he's kind of like in that place in his life. Then there is Ivy. And Ivy is 36. She had her daughter pretty young. So she has a daughter who is 17 and a son who is 7. And she's been married to her high school sweetheart this whole time. And then she discovers he's been cheating on her. Yeah. Can you believe that? Ivy's amazing. Anyway. Blessing in disguise. So her husband's been cheating on her. So basically they're like, we need to get a divorce. Get out of my house. And so he does. And then Ivy's totally heartbroken. She didn't see it coming. They've been together for so long. And she's just like in a funk. She like doesn't feel good. Nothing feels right. Her whole world's turned upside down. She's never really gotten to like have a ton of fun or like do anything for herself because she's always really just been so invested in her family and taking care of them and doing everything she can for them. And she's a great mom and had been a great wife. So her best friend is like, hey, I want you to go have fun. I won this tattoo certificate. I want you to have it. Go get a tattoo. Do something just for you. Like, live your life. Like, you got this, girl. So Ivy's like, well, all right. So she ends up making an appointment with Lukas at his tattoo studio, and she shows up, doesn't know what to expect, and she was in for a surprise, because as soon as Ivy and Lukas laid eyes on each other, little like heart emojis like came out. Amazing. So Lukas obviously is like super crazy hot. He has like long hair and like a lip ring, and he's covered in tattoos. And then Ivy's like this really beautiful 36-year-old woman who works in HR and is a little more buttoned up. So neither of them are what like the other one would like at first glance be into, but there's just an automatic connection there. So they meet while he's like doing her tattoo, and they start talking and getting to know each other better. And there's just like something really just there, just something so like romantic and deep and just like a really beautiful connection. So Lukas is like, this is the girl for me. Like, I got to make this happen. So he, takes her out to dinner, and she's very like, oh, I don't know. Like, dating's so weird. I haven't dated since high school. Like, you're so young. There's this age gap here. People are going to think this is crazy. So Lukas has to work really hard to prove to her like, hey, like, it doesn't matter what other people think. There's something between us. I'm serious about you. I'm not going to mess around. I think you're beautiful. You're not that old. You still have so much love to give. And like, I want to be that stable place for you. So Ivy eventually relents and is like, all right, let's give it a shot. So then the story is about them both navigating this age difference, and Ivy kind of like coming into her own and really discovering who she is now. Also having him be a part of her life with like the kids. But drama is unfolding because unfortunately like her ex is like, well, if like, yeah, I might have cheated on you, but like you can't be with like a kid. That's crazy. And a guy covered in tattoos, like, ugh. And she's like, well, this is none of your business. But of course he interferes and really just is a terrible man. He's terrible. I love this story so much. The deep love and connection between those two characters just like blew me away. And I read it and then I listened to it in audiobook, and I have to say the audiobook, unbelievable. The two narrators are awesome. They are just amazing. Like if you've ever wanted to know what it's like to cry while you're on a road trip while listening to a romance novel audiobook, you better go get it. I'm so invested in this story. So even though I'd already read it and knew what was going to happen, I was literally like driving and then like crying. And pro tip, if you're ever crying and driving, you do one eye. So you keep one eye on the road all the time, one eye, and then wipe the tissue. My gift to you out there if you're a crier and driver. But I really love this book. I highly, highly recommend it. If you love kind of soulmates, if you love age gap, and you love hot tattoo artists / musicians, Carian gave us this gift, this beautiful gift. So I hope you enjoy Lukas, and be sure to check out the rest of the series. It's all so great. And that's all I got. Happy New Year, everyone. I'm excited to bring you more books here in 2022. And thanks for tagging along on my weird romance journey. Okay. All right. I hope you enjoy.